So I wanted to test this AI out, and I'm using the male soldier voice from Skyrim. I personally think it sounds nothing like the voice, but Angi's one is really good, so I have a really good expanded story for a Skyrim original character. She lives like a hermit up on a mountain hiding away. I've always asked why. And well, her reasons no longer really matter with what happened to the town. So I expanded her story a little more, and I hope it makes sense why she is hiding up there. Hope you guys enjoy.
Who am I? I'm Angi Arrowseeker. And how did I end up hiding away in a frozen shack on the Gerald Mountains? I'll tell you it's because I killed the Imperial dogs that murdered my parents. And it's true, but it's not the full story. It all started in Helgen. I was only 17 winters old, and I worked as a barmaid in Helgen Homestead. The inn before the dragon turned up. But this was long after I had left. 2 Imperial soldiers were drunk at the bar, eyeing me off and betting with each other who could bed me faster, while making rude comments towards me. When my shift was over, I went home as fast as I could. But these Imperials followed me on the way home, calling out saying they would throw 5 septims my way to see my dress come off. My pa heard the taunting and come to help me. He stood in front of me and demanded the soldiers head back to their barracks, that if they continued, he would use the wood axe on their little Imperial parts. They laughed, pulled out their swords, and cut him down like he was filth. I screamed, and my little brother, who was only 10 winters old, came out with a wooden sword to protect his big sister. They laughed and walked over to him and cut him down. Then they pissed on him. My mother was screaming. They heard her and rushed inside to quiet her. One come outside to grab me. They did things to us. Things they shouldn't have. They slit my mother's throat. Before they could end me, a patrol had turned up and arrested them. The captain of Helgen ensured me they would face Imperial justice for their crimes. In Cyrodiil. Imperial justice. Ha! There's no Imperial justice. They were meant to be the justice. I know they would be marched off to Cyrodiil and spend some short time in a cell. And when Ulfric would unsettle the Empire with screams of rebellion, these Imperial pigs would return to Skyrim. And how many more Nordic daughters would they rape and murder? I wasn't going to let these pigs get away with what they did. You see, I was a fine archer. I'd hunt for the inn and for my family. My father called me Angi the Arrowseeker, for if my arrow was aimed at something living, my arrows would always find their way to their heart. I waited just outside the Cyrodiil border and let loose my fury. I hit one of them in the neck and watched him choke on his own blood. The other dog ran, so I put an arrow in the back of his lung. I watched them die slow and in pain. They deserved every second of it. The guards knew it was me. They called out my name, telling me to reveal myself. If I did so, I'd get that good old Imperial justice. Head on the block in Helgen, and my head rolling away. I fled to the east to answer the call of all sons and daughters of Skyrim, to take up arms against the Empire to free Skyrim from its corruption, to paint her snows red in Imperial blood. I would join the Stormcloak Bearclaw raiders and rain death down upon the Empire and its ilk. Many Nords joined because they wanted a Nord High King of their choosing, not the Emperors. Or religion because the elves tell us we can't worship our gods. I joined to kill Imperial troops. I joined out of hatred for the Empire. I killed so many Imperial soldiers. Many of them were young officers, part of wealthy families in Cyrodiil. Do I regret my actions? No, it was war. We lost the war to free Skyrim, but I fought for what I believed in. That the Empire wasn't fit to rule over Skyrim. This is why I'm hiding in this frozen hut. Because I killed too many Imperials and the Empire is now hunting us down after the war. For war crimes. We were fighting for our freedom. That's no crime. And remember, if you liked my Origin Expanded story from Centauros, give that like button a little slap and tickle that subscribe button. And thank you for watching this video, you sexy sons of bitches.